Okay, folks, I'm going to just do a very short little video just as a test. I want to see how much of the sound I can use from this particular FIFA thing. I do not want a codec violation. I'm just trying to use basically only in the part that I have to have. I can't do what I did yesterday. So let me try this out real quick. I'm going to mute my microphone and we're going to test it. And I'm gonna load this up. If it works, then I'm going to stop in a little while and I'm going to do the video that happened yesterday. I'm going to redo that video and then maybe Dave the Wave can clip that section where just the absolute confirmation came that yes, this is what's coming. Guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. So here you go. I mean, and quick caveat, do I know when? No. But all the data supports it. There's no arguing with all the data. There's too much data. It's too perfect. So anyway, so let's do our codec check and then see if I can get this other video up today. Y'all have got to see this. It's absolutely mind destroying. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's about it. That's all I have to have. Let me see if I can go back and get it again. One thing I want y'all to really pay attention to is I'll move this up here. Actually, I'm going to stretch this screen out for this. Okay, sorry. Okay, so here's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing I want y'all to get to hear right there. That's super important. It's like a clock and it's like a latch. So I cannot play I cannot play this entire FIFA thing or even much of a segment of it because if I do, there'll be a codec violation and that codec violation will kill the whole video. So here's the thing. Y'all see this this soccer ball that's part of that World Cup commercial that was like the opening ceremony. So anyway, there's a pentagram that's right side up right there. Let me show it to you. Okay. And this is what the camera goes into. Let me see if I can get it here. I don't want to play it. There you go. So here's the pentagram right side up. Okay, there it is. And you see this, stuff in the middle. This is not obviously a normal pentagram. It looks kind of clockish, doesn't it? It reminds me of a clock, and that's what ended up happening. The Lord ended up taking this to the Corpus Christi clock, and I was just blown away. So here we go. So here's a right side up pentagram. You see it? There's the base right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a pentagram. Now, as this plays, this thing, it starts rotating, but you'll notice all the other cells are hexagrams. There you go. See, these are all hexagrams. Okay, okay, let me look at you. Like a hive. Like the whole earth is a hive. Like that movie, where everything was under the big W. I forgot the name of the movie. It's escaping my mind right now. It's an old movie with Jackie Gleason where they find the treasure of all treasures right underneath the two palm trees that are in the shape of the W. Anyway, where the whole, you know what? Yeah, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And if you look at the old original posters for it, it shows the Earth literally hatching like a hive. And it's here you go, right here. There you go. It shows the Earth hatching like a hive right there. Okay, and this great race that they're on is to find the treasure of all treasures, and that treasure of all treasures is buried beneath the two intersecting V of the palm trees. And right underneath, right in the center, is where that great treasure is found. Okay. So anyway, and that's the treasure the Lord's led me to. Oddly enough, it's just fascinating. So anyway, if you look at this and you look at that image I just showed you of the world, the world hatching like this. Now we're going to look at the World Cup. We're going to just look at the World Cup. And like I said, this is a little test video just to see if this stuff works, but it'll also help you when we watch the other video. So here we go. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so now here we go. Picture this as the world, and you see the right side up pentagram, and then it rotates, and we see that it's rotating off to the left away from us. And then we'll see hexagons in front of us like a hive. And then look over here, right here on the right. You see the pentagram has now turned gold. It looks like a clock. Now I want you to listen very carefully. Let me mute my microphone. Listen very carefully. A clock ticking and a latch opening and then the clock opening up. Okay, watch. And it opens up and it turns into the eye of a dragon. For those who have eyes to see, it's the dragon's eye opening up. So there it is, opening the Vesica Piscis, and then the trophy comes into view in the middle of it. There it is. So the eye is opening in the consciousness of that other group, that other race of beings. Their consciousness is waking up on the surface, but what's going to happen is the pit's going to open up, and what's running everything from the pit is coming out. So I want to make sure this part worked, because where this goes is mind destroying. It's super unbelievably liberating, because I have this point to where there's no doubt, 100% guaranteed, know that you know that you know. The data has all supported it. The revelations are consistent. There's no flaw in anything, and that's not done by human hands. That's done by the Lord God. So he's produced all the data through me as a host body to present it to others, and that's all there is to this. It's a spiritual gift. And boy, is it giving. It's like, stop. I'm not kidding. It's like, yeah. I gotta watch the Kung Fu Panda just for a little levity. It's so crazy. Okay, so anyway, there it is. We'll do one more round of that tick noise, the latch unhatching. Okay, now again, the pentagram has turned upside down. This is so important because the pentagram went from right side up to upside down. The pentagram is the number one key thing in the middle of a kelipot, which is what the Statue of Liberty, the mother of exiles, is standing on. She's standing on top of a pentagram. In one way, it's right side up, and one way, it's upside down. Let me show you a picture of that real quick, just because I want to show it to you. Okay, so here's the Statue of Liberty. Now she's standing on top of a kelipot. That's a hendecagram, which is called a kelipot. Okay, which represents the tree of life. If you look down here at the bottom, you'll see these two triangles, and it looks like a phallic symbol going in there. And then on the other side, on the opposite side of this, look, the two triangles have become one, but it's everything else on the sides is equal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only here and here does it differentiate. So here it's 2, but over here it's 1. Statue of Liberty is looking this direction, waiting for the sun to rise, and because every morning she looks east, and Helios is a personification of the sun rising and going across the sky, her husband. Well, one day he's going to rise up out of the pit, and that's what she's waiting for. It's like, oh boy, here we go. So anyway, so now let me show you where this goes with, when you understand esoteric knowledge and those that are trying to hide their plans. Okay, well, this right here, 11-pointed star, type it into Google if you want, is called a kelipot. It means a peel, a husk, or a shell, and it represents the human host body. Look, peel, husk, or shell. Okay, human host body. And it's inherently evil, but it's housing the essence of holiness that got trapped in it. I want you to look right here in the center. You see the right side up to upside down intertwined, like people call that the Star of David. That's really it's really a more satanic thing. You know, you hear about witches putting a hex on somebody, comes from hexagram. Okay, well, because it all comes from the same place. One of these things hatching out of a cell. You see right here in the center, look what's right here in the center. You see the hexagram in the center? But what's in the center of the hexagram? What's dead center? Okay, so here's a hexagram like on that soccer ball. But look right here in the center. You see the pentagram? There you go. That is dead center. And this represents a star that fell from heaven, one of us. The head, arm, and legs. But if you turn it upside down, it's a fallen star. It represents the church of Satan. Whenever you turn a five-pointed star upside down, it represents the church of Satan. Pretty much everybody knows that. So anyway, so now I just wanted to draw that together so you know this data before I do the video. I'll briefly touch on it when I do the next video, but I want you to know this. Okay, so look, here is what's called the Star of Lucifer. It's the exact same thing. The Star of Lucifer. Look right there. There it is. Satan, Molech, Beelzebub, you know, all these different names. Baal, Lilith. Okay, so you have all these different names. Look what's in the dead center. There it is. There's your pentagram. Okay, so this is called the Star of Lucifer. The Star of Lucifer is a hendecagram. Let me show you. And okay, watch right here. You see, let's take this as one of the sides. We'll see the 1, 2, the two triangles. Now let's go oppose. There's the one right there. Okay, it's an 11-pointed star, and in the middle is the sigil of Baphomet. Now, I'll just take this one right here, and I'll slide it over right there. There it is. It's the exact same thing. So the Star of Lucifer is a calipot. It is a hendecagram. That's it. We have matched it identically. There it is. And the Statue of Liberty, there is no doubting it. The Statue of Liberty is standing on top of a hendecagram. There it is. Okay, this one, the way it's oriented is backwards, but there it is. The 2 and the 1. Okay, so that's what the Statue of Liberty, the Mother of Exiles, is standing on. This is going to become so significant when you guys see where this led yesterday, and you just see all this together. It's conclusive. Our enemy's coming out of the pit, and hopefully those of us that are ready will not have to really see it. Okay, back to the video. Let's do it one more time. Let's hear this noise. Okay, 33-second mark. Here you go. Okay, there it is. Hopefully that all worked, and hopefully there's no codec issue. And if all this worked out just fine, I'll get to it in a little while. I'll put this thing together. Get your spatulas. Go buy a new spatula if you need one. I'm serious, guys. It's been so overwhelming. This data is overwhelming. It's all going to happen. The Lord has assured me, guaranteed me. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this thing loaded up.